I want to kind of move into the future of where your business is going and what you kind of want to do. With it, what's one thing that you're looking to accomplish in the next 12 months?
Yeah, man. I've got to, yeah, that's a deep question. Um, yeah, I've really done some soul searching, and my mentor has challenged me, and it's kind of I won't say some of it's a little mental, but he's like, hey, look, we got to get you back up to where you were, and I mean, I'm telling you, man, and the transactions were there. He's like, you won't have to do as many transactions, Reese, but let's get you up there, where you need to be. And I was like, because I've full disclosure, I mean, I've slacked big time these last 3 to 4 years, not really putting my 100% best effort. And I won't say, I won't say that I'm not working or anything. I'll just say that I know I left a lot on the table. I could do a lot more, but it's just like, man. And I think kind of coming off that REO high and just trying to, and it's taken me some time to really just wrap my mind around, okay, hey, we're not in that market anymore. And people ask me all the time, man, are those foreclosed? I said, no, not like that, bro. You get a couple here and there, but you're not gonna get a $60,000 asset, unless it's a slab or something with no structure, But yeah, it was, and I tell people all the time that was a phenomenal time, but we're not going back to that. It was just to me, I think it was for that time. Lending has greatly improved, it's strengthened, and so we've seen those numbers where the default rates are nowhere near where they were. So yeah, we have to pivot. But no, man, he's just holding me accountable as far as really trying to fully fund my retirement. I've worked with an advisor for 17 years, and so just really trying to refund my retirement for 2023 on. I set a retirement date that I'd like to just kind of pivot out, but just work as hard as I possibly can in the next 9 years and give it all I can, give as much knowledge as I can, everything that I've been blessed with, and share that with new agents or people that obviously have interest in getting into the business and share that. But yeah, I'd like to try to fully fund this retirement.
No, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's one of it's one of the conversations that agents don't have, right? No one teaches us that when we get our license. No,
Right.
most brokerages don't teach that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love it. Antonio, what's one thing that you're looking to do in the next 5 years? What's a 5 year goal for you?
Uh, like I said, man, my goal is we got about a nine-year window, and we'll we'll work as hard as we possibly can. Like I said, with my wife and I, we've been really blessed, been frugal. When we had good, I'm a huge Dave Ramsey fan, so I follow Dave Ramsey a lot. And so Dave was a real estate guy. He was a realtor as well, broker,
Hmm.
debt free, and I definitely subscribe to that because it really lines up. When I mean you can have what you're working hard for to come back to you, and then you'll be able to bless a lot of people, and then you'll be able to really create and build wealth through that snowball. It can really prove dividends. I never thought I'd be able to say, "Hey, man, I may be able to retire by 55." That's still never thought I would be able to say that, but it's the possibilities are very real. Yeah, 5 years, man. It'll be probably, I think my oldest is 19, so that puts her about 24. Youngest would be 18. Um, yeah, man, I'd like to see them both. One's at Ohio State now. Second one, I'd like to see her at Ohio State. Hopefully, my oldest will be, looking, possibly herself to get married. Probably, really start focusing in and just really shaping up our retirement goals, just making sure that we're really close to that. Like I said, I've always had that. There's a fire movement on Facebook. Been kind of fascinated by that. I never was one to just kind of subscribe to. I'm gonna just work till I die. I just never believed in that. I was like, man, I put in this work. I like to enjoy the remaining part and just kind of travel, chill out a little bit. But yeah, I see myself 5 years from now really kind of leaning in and saying, okay, hey, this is where our goal is, and any adjustments that need to be made, we'll aim towards that.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey, to me, that comes back to sacrifice too, right?
It
Giving up
does.
things now to be able to enjoy it later,
Yep.
um, and really living and breathing that lifestyle, right? It's not just talking about it; it's living it and breathing it. So
It is, man. It is. It is. I'm in the same house, my wife and I, since '04. So we didn't, when the game was good, we didn't move up, and we're tempted all times, right? We're in amazing houses, and but yeah, man, I always was like, you know what? I'd like to enjoy my latter end and kind of chill and just get back. So I
no,
might go to
that's
school,
awesome.
brother. I might go to school, man, and get a PhD in finance or so on, and may teach a little bit.
No, that's awesome. I got a real deep question for you.
Sure.
This is one that was dropped on me about 2 months ago. Now at this point, I think it's one that we don't get asked a lot. What's a legacy goal for you? Something that you want to hit when you're no longer here?
Yeah, that's a big one. No, man, it's a big one, but it's something I've been studying, man, for a while. One of the things that my mom and dad always would instill in me and my late sister was hard work. And so my wife and I, we've been real blessed, man. And if I can, just reference the Bible, is just try to leave an inheritance for my kids. So really put some things away, asset wise, that initially that would make things a lot easier even for them. And so whether it's real estate, whether it's some stocks and equities, things like that, a business that I could, establish and pass down to them and their children is what to me makes this worth the while, because it's like we get up every day, we grind, we're calling, we're answering phones, we're servicing our clients. But to me, it has to be a lot deeper than that. It has to be bigger than even us. And so, my wife and I have always thought about others. We're blessed in that regard of, just, really, giving of ourselves. It's not never was about us. It's always been about God and what he can use. And we're just literally just mere vessels. We just say, hey, God, we're willing to be used by you. Is there anybody that wants to be blessed? And so, we'll just try to do that. But if we can leave a rich inheritance for our kids, that right there, that's it. I could, stand before God and he says, well done, my servant, my faithful servant. That's it. You know,
I
uh,
love it.
that's the legacy, man, ultimately that we want to live.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Antonio, I want to be respectful of your time, and I really appreciate you jumping on today.
This is
But
good, man.
but
I love it, man. Yeah, I'm looking like, man, we didn't talk for like 47 minutes. It feels so, wow. I appreciate you, bro. You're such a natural at just answering questions. It doesn't even feel like that.
no, no, and it's funny because before we jumped on, you said this is your first one. I said, don't worry, we'll be good, we'll be good. But I
Man,
always
I
end,
appreciate you.
yeah, and I always end with this one question. The Tell me more podcast and Major League Success and what I'm passionate about. And I think you'll speak on this too. Just learning a little bit about your story is, I truly believe that the real estate industry is broken from the sense of people go to school, they get their real estate license, and then it just depends on if they go to the right spot or not, on whether or not they're going to have success. You had a mentor, it sounded like from day one. You have mentors, to this day. Um, I had a
Yeah,
mentor from day one of my career that, took me under his wing and said, follow me around. This is what we're going to do. Invested time, invested his own money in me, put me in a position of real estate to succeed. And that's what I'm passionate about, right? Like just changing the
yeah,
way new people get into our business. Because I don't feel like the failure rate has to be 87% by the end of year two. I truly don't believe that has to be the case.
right.